Tropical Storm Chantal has made landfall just near Myrtle Beach overnight from Saturday here into Sunday morning. Now, as it continues to track inland, the main impact is going to be additional rainfall. Even could be seeing some localized flash flooding wherever we're getting some of these heavier rain bands as they move on shore. And you can see that right around Wilmington here, getting some of that precip continuing to kick around also over towards the Outer Banks. Of course, high risk of rip currents. Might even see some minor storm surge due to that increasing tide in some of these coastal areas in the right side of the storm. As far as its forecast, though, it is going to continue to weaken out as it moves over the hills of North Carolina. This is not a lean situation. It's not going to be running into the Appalachians as a full-on hurricane. Do anticipate it to continue to weaken out, though, but still bringing that threat of some localized flooding. And in fact, here's a look at the additional rain totals in the forecast. You can see that swath stretching across North Carolina where, yeah, they could see an additional 2 to maybe 4, but some isolated locations could see as much as 6 additional inches of precipitation. Here's a look at our futurecast, and just watch it as it moves off towards the north, gradually dissipates out there towards Virginia. But places like even D.C. into Maryland could be seeing some rain showers, and technically they could say they were impacted by a tropical storm, I suppose. Spaghetti plots, but really that's just a low-level center. This is broadening out as it goes extra tropical, so that's not the most useful of products if you're sharing that right now. Taking a look at our wind forecast, still those breezy conditions along those coastal areas. I think as far as gusts, the highest probably still going to be here in Myrtle Beach, but more so over towards the Outer Banks, especially in those areas just coming right off the coast. So you get that lack of friction as it pushes off towards the north. For the Jacksonville area, where I am, of course, First Coast News, the winds are switching in from the southwest today. That means a reduction in rip currents, but still going to be breezy along our coastal areas. And I say reduction, there is still that moderate, but it's not quite as high as we've seen on Saturday. Still, for people who are not strong swimmers, you just want to stay out of the water, and even boaters as well, because this is still kicking up some rough surf, about 4 to 5 feet for those offshore waters. Don't forget, though, this Chantal is our third named storm system of 2025. Next one would be called Dexter, and our peak of hurricane season is not until September 10th. I'm meteorologist Robert Spett. Always continue to track the tropics out here for you at First Coast News and firstcoastnews.com. Make sure you check out our Hurricane Central for more information. You can even track these storms yourself there.